Today on the channel, we take a trip to WrestleMania 10 via our friends at Amazon with Razor Ramon, Shawn Michaels, ladder match 2-pack exclusive.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another WWE Mattel Elite unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we take a trip to WrestleMania 10, and the Intercontinental title hangs in the balance with the ladder match Shawn Michaels versus Razor Ramon Amazon 2-pack exclusive. But for all your non-Amazon exclusive needs, make sure you hit up Ringside Collectibles. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. And of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there in WrestleMania 10, an all-timer. Some may say at one time it was the 10th WrestleMania. It was for a while, but WrestleMania 10, the ladder match, really for a whole generation and then some, it is the ladder match. And I think TLC maybe took a little shine off of it. And then older fans remember the old Calgary days. Of course, Stampede Wrestling, Bret Hart in a lot of those ladder matches as well. But this is the one that truly put the ladder match on the map at the end of the day. And a pretty cool 2-pack, but this is no stranger to 2-packs. We've had 2-packs of this before, and I guess I can pull that out real quick here. I do have the Ringside Collectible exclusive Jack Class Superstar 2-pack from this very same match. So we got many years apart between these. What year was this? 2007. 2007, this 2-pack came out, Ringside exclusive. So more things change, the more they stay the same, I guess, with exclusives in this 2-pack, but pretty cool to see two versions of this after all these years. I'm going to put this back to the side here, but a lot of bells and whistles with this one, especially in the packaging design. When this was first announced, I automatically assumed this was an Ultimate Edition, and I think a lot of people did as well, as this feels like something that would be more of an Ultimate Edition 2-pack, but it is a traditional Elite, so let that be known out there if you are confused. So this is an Elite 2-pack. But let's dive into this, and it's an interesting pack. We've never opened something like this before, but it opens up very easy, but it's very interesting. You got the big X on the front. You got the classic WrestleMania logo. We got Razor, we got Shawn down here, a little Razor glamour shot on the side, WWE logo at the top, Mania 10 at the bottom. Same thing over here, but we got Shawn Michaels looking only like a Shawn Michaels could look. And then on the back, we got Shawn jumping off the ladder, the Intercontinental title's up there, WrestleMania 10 logo. Pretty much when you close your eyes, you think of this match, this is one of the big spots of that match a lot of people do think of course. Classic time frame back in the day. But now a very interesting packaging design here, and I love it and I hate it at the same time, as there seemingly is no tape, anything like that really holding things together, so you just kind of slide it, and you can see that X in the middle. You slide it like so, slide that off, and then you got just this cardboard piece. We're going to put a gentle off to the races, see you later right there. And then we do just get ladder match for the Intercontinental title, and you get a little bit of that half of an X right there. And then on the top, it does say March 20th, 1994, so that was the date for that. And then on the back right here, we get a little bit of a tail of the tape going on. Let's see what it says on the back here about this match. Intercontinental Championship ladder match, Shawn Michaels versus Razor Ramon, Mania 10, March 20, 1994. 2 titles hung from the ceiling of Madison Square Garden for 2 superstars laying claim to the coveted Intercontinental Championship. The Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels looking to reclaim what he never lost against the bad guy, Razor Ramon, defending what he rightfully earned. Both men would enter, both would climb for glory. Only one would leave as a true champion. So very cool packaging design there, but we're not done. We continue to slide out, and this is the money shot. Oh, the money shot. See you later, goodbye once again. But this is what I'm talking about. There's no tape, nothing holding it in. You can pop these figures out, pop them back in, and say, hey, never opened, brand new. When you did, you put your gummy hands all over them. But very cool displayed inside the packaging. I could see a lot of people just displaying this like this. pull this out, put this in your detolf, put this in your case, just have it on display like so. Would look pretty cool here. So it's an interesting set, as we love the packaging design. We love the brand newness of the design. However, when it comes down to displaying, do you want to display it how it was? Do you want to display this? Do you want to pull them out, display them loose? You got a lot of options here. It's a lot of choose your own adventure going on. There's no doubt there. We do pull that out, but we do get a background here. We got WrestleMania 10. Very cool little stage thing. You could use this for figure photography, things like that if you wanted to. See you later, goodbye. Now, we already saw the plastic prison, so we're going to pop these out. And there's not a ton of accessories. This isn't one of those sets where you get a million different hands and things like that. We got 4 hands for Razor Ramon, which is kind of nice. And we got 2 for Shawn. And then, of course, the hands that are on them as well. We do get the 2 Intercontinental title belts. Of course, you got to have that. You got to have 2 Intercontinental title belts for these guys here. And then, of course, the ladder. It's been a while since we've got a ladder. Uh-oh, we're locked in at the arm. I just saw it, McFarlane style. We're locked in with Shawn there. So that does, I can walk that back and say, hey, you're going to know if this has been out of the package, because we do got clip ties here. We got them on the legs. We got a few different places. I'm not a big clip guy. I don't like them. I wish they weren't there because they slow down my unboxing. They're dangerous. I could cut my hands off. But at the end of the day, they do keep everything snug and in the package. And in this instance here, the way this is designed, I am here for this, because nobody wants somebody having this on display for a year and then, you know, bringing it back out or whatever. This definitely works out for me. I'm here for this all day long. But now we got rubber bands. Now, the next bane of my existence is rubber bands. We got them tied on everybody here. We got them tied to the actual ladder. All right, we got Shawn. Can we get it all out? There it is. Nothing left in there. See you later. Plastic prison. And then we got them locked to the ladder, which is very interesting here. We don't want them going anywhere, and it makes sense. You don't want them to get dislodged in the package, anything along those ways. So I like what Mattel did there. I'm normally not a big fan of all the rubber bands, all the stuff, but I feel in this circumstance, they got to have that going on here. Got to have that going on. Put all these things over here, clean up, get the hands, get everything designed out. We're going to dive right in. And where do we even start here? I guess we're going to start with the accessories. That's where we're going to start on this one. And we do get 2 Intercontinental title belts, and it looks to be the classic Intertitle belt, as it should be. That's my favorite Intercontinental title belt at the end of the day. You get the side plates, not specific or anything, WWE side plates. Same title belt times 2, and that makes a whole lot of sense as well. But it does be on brand here. Of course, the ladder match had these hanging up there. You got to have them. That's what we got going on in this one here. So I'm here for that. Now we get into the big accessory here, is this big old ladder. And I'm trying to think, have we seen this ladder before? Was this part of that like FYE Shop Zone Hardy Boys 2-pack exclusive that came with a bunch of different ladders and stuff? Was that the same ladder, or is this brand new ladder? I guess I'm not enough of a ladder expert to know, but I do like it. It's a big ladder. I take myself back to my playing days. I would have absolutely loved a ladder like this. Guys jumping off it, fighting off it, all kinds of stuff. We get ladders, and a lot of times they're a lot smaller. This is the big ladder. Now, the Jax one came with an orange ladder. This is a little bit more red colored here. So it does fold up, of course. It is a big ladder. No doubt about it. Would be cool to display these guys maybe on the top, just kind of how it was in the package. But a very nice ladder accessory and a pivotal moment of this 2-pack, no doubt about it. And I guess we'll dive into Razor Ramon first. I guess that'll work right here. And we're going to start with the hands. He's got 2 gripping hands right out of the package. Then he's got his hitchhiker hands right here. He's ready to hitchhike. He's ready to do one of these kind of things. We know all of Razor Ramon. We know of him and his hand gestures. And Razor Ramon, Scott Hall is one of those characters over the last couple of years, as we now get removable hands, that has really paid off with that, because there's certain superstars throughout the history of the WWE, WWF, what have you, WCW, you know what I mean, that extra hands really bring them to another level. It's like the missing piece of the puzzle for them. And Scott Hall Razor Ramon's a big part of that. You can do this like I was talking about, and then you got the 2 splayed out hands. He can give you one of those, the old Scott Hall walk. And then, of course, the gripping hands, fisted hands we get as well, work for anybody. But I do love those Razor Ramon specific hands here. They really do add a lot to it. But now we got old Razor out of the package, and Razor, no stranger to the Elite line. We've had many different ones over the last few years. This one, though, feeling very different, and I'm here for it. The head sculpt on this, a little bit different. You got that Razor hair, long, black, kind of greasy hair, a little curl in the front like a young Superman. Looking very, very nice. He does got a little bit of the head down. His neck, I wish his head would go a little bit more straight up, but he does got a little bit of that down in the head department there. But man, it looks like Scott Hall, a little 5 o'clock shadow going on, a little teeth showing, a little tongue showing. Got the good eyes. Just an all-around good Scott Hall Razor Ramon head sculpt. I think we all know who this is if we see this one. Now, he does got the vest here. Of course, he always had different colored vests. Got that greenish color vest here. Razor Ramon on the back in the classic Razor font. Razors on the back of the trunks. And then, of course, says Razor right in the front. He's got the Razor-specific elbow pad over here. Plain black pad on this side. No wrist tape, anything like that. Black Razor Ramon knee pads looking very good there. And, of course, the black boots, all plain black. And, of course, articulation. Arms do go all the way around. Bicep cut. Do we got the double jointed? Oh yeah, we got the double jointed pinless elbows playing the hits right here. Hands removable, back forth, side to side. Head should be removable as well. Yes, it is. So if you want to take the head off and switch with any of your other Razor Ramones, you could easily do that if you wanted to. We also get that gold chain underneath here. Very classic Razor Ramon, as we know. You got that hairy chest. Wish it was the real fur, but it's not going to be here. Same thing with Shawn. No real fur in this. Mattel's not ready to take chances yet. Not quite ready. Hopefully they do one of these days. But you got the ab crunch in the middle. Waist articulation. Those big old Razor Ramon splits looking good. Leg goes up. Thigh cut. Double jointed. Pinless knees. The hits continue. Boot cut. Ankles up, down. Side to side. So our usual Mattel articulation shining through here. And it's one of those things. We had this announced many, many months ago. Went up for pre-order sometime in the summer. Might even have been around San Diego Comic-Con maybe. No, I think it was after that. I think it was maybe August. But anyways, it's been a while. I forgot this head sculpt was going to be different. So I'm here for that. I like little surprises like that. And speaking of surprises, what do you know? He fits on a Mattel ringside collectible stand. So a very good, passable Razor Ramon. Looks really, really good here. We're here for that. But now we're going to turn our attention over to Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid himself. Don't really need to go through the Intercontinental title. We already did. But we do got 2 gripping hands so we can climb the ladder. But we also got 2 fists of glove fury. Looks like he's going to be on an exercise bike or something like that. Or maybe just a night for the clubs. But he's got these gloved hands here looking real interesting. And then we get Shawn out of the package, ready to go. Now, we don't need to walk through the articulation on Shawn here because it's the exact same as Razor Ramon. But he's got some interesting stuff going on. We got the rubber band over the head to keep those glasses on. I don't hate that idea. And the glass is very different from what we've received in the past. Very different. Of course, he could flip up those glasses, as we know. So you got one kind of flipped up, one kind of ready. But it does look like Shawn Michaels glasses from the first time we've got this deluxe version of these glasses, I guess we'll call it there. And then we get to the head sculpt on Shawn. We got 2 earrings going on. Earrings not removable. I am happy to report they're not. I hate removable earrings. Too easy to be lost. Of course, Bianca Belair, Shawn in the past, we have had earrings that are removable. Sounds good on paper, not good in execution. A lot of people will lose those. It's a dangerous game in the earring game. But it does look good there. New head sculpt on Shawn as well, of course. Younger Shawn, I guess we'll call it younger Shawn. You can't say it's Rockers real young, but it's younger than he is right now. That's a fair assessment. Long hair going on, a little bit blondish brown color there. And of course, they've talked about the earrings. 1 long earring, 1 short earring. But at the end of the day, Shawn Michaels all day long. Much like Razor, he does got a vest. It was all about the vest at WrestleMania 10. Everybody wanted to have a vest. Shawn has one as well, the red and black attack. Very ornate, of course, removable if you want it to be. He's got the black forearm tape into the black gloves, 2 gripping hands on this one, as we did mention. He's got the hearts all over the place on the tights here, the white tights looking good with the red hearts and the black. Very, very nice looking there. Very on brand for Shawn back in the day. Black knee pads, white boots. You got a little hearts going over the boots. A little gray straps on there. A little bit of gray action. But no doubt about it, does look like Shawn Michaels. There's no mistaking this for somebody else. And of course, he also fits on a ringside collectible stand. No doubt there. But looking good. But this one really does remind me of the last one. Was this the flashback? I think this might have been the Walmart flashback back in the day. Once again, very, very similar, but also different at the same time. We got a little bit new face technology on this one. The vest is different. Of course, articulation is different. Single jointed on this old one, double jointed on this one. You got the tattoo on both of them. You got to have that Shawn iconic tattoo. Very similar, but very different at the same time. There's not going to be any confusion against these two. There's no doubt about it, but definitely feels very close. And I guess if you were passing, if you had this one, you could say, well, I got Razors in my collection. I got a Shawn that's pretty darn close. You could theoretically pass on this one if the new articulation, new face isn't your thing. You kind of already have this one if you have the Walmart one from many years ago as the Walmart flashback exclusive. But these guys looking pretty good together. It's a historic match. There's no doubt about it. WrestleMania 10 really put ladder matches on the map. It really did. And this is an all-timer of a main. I was going to say main event. It wasn't even the main event, but some people it was, no doubt. And I did reference that Jack set earlier. We got old Razor right here. We got Shawn right here. We're ready to go. Generations of play, generations of ladder matches. That's what's going on right here. But a fun set in Amazon exclusive, as I did say. I would assume it's out of stock currently, but like we saw with the Gobbledygooker Undertaker, it would come back multiple times. Have to imagine this set will do that same exact thing. So if you're patient, you'll be able to find this, I would imagine, here in the next couple of months. It'll be really interesting to see what Amazon does in the future. Two very cool package designed exclusives. Is that going to be the way of the world for like every 4 months or something we get a new exclusive pack? If that's the case, I'm very anxious to see what's next. Probably WrestleMania at the Superstore. Maybe we'll get some of that peek under the tent of what's to come with some of these Amazon exclusives. But man, if you like WrestleMania 10, if you're a Razor guy, a Shawn Michaels guy, you're going to like this pack a whole lot. And it is a good pickup. Very cool packaging design as well, as we did say. So there it is. Shawn, Razor, WrestleMania 10 ladder match. What are your guys' thoughts? Pick up, pass, long game, no game, not sure game? You guys let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bells. We got videos every single day and then some. We got even more content for you, of course, on Patreon. Patreon, the best way to support this very YouTube channel and all the content it does bring. You also can, of course, support the channel at ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. Don't forget social media. SirPaul64 on the X. The _Kyle_Peterson on Threads and on Instagram. So for WrestleMania 10, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.